Hey everyone, Nathan here, and I'm going to be showing you two cool new features for Ultimate Space Snake. First one being full menu control using a gamepad, so in my case it's an Xbox 360 controller. So as you can see there's that cursor on the screen, I can move that around with the left toggle and use A to select a a button. Right, and then for scrolling it's just right trigger for down, left trigger for up. And that works on all buttons, so just like that. If I go into the shop, and I can scroll through the menu, click on something, and you can see the scrolling trying to work there, but because there isn't actually anything to scroll down, it doesn't do anything. But, alright, second cool new feature, and this isn't in the actual version yet, but I figured it looked kinda cool. Recently, Google made their Liquid Fun Physics engine, which is pretty much an extension of the Box2D physics engine, except it uses particles, and it's cool. Let's just simulate fake, what are they called, soft body physics and that kind of stuff. But it was mainly designed to simulate liquids, just using separate particles. So, then the guys at Yo-Yo Games went ahead and added that into the early access version of GameMaker 1.3, and so I went ahead imported Ultimate Space Snake into that and set up the liquid physics to work with Space Snake, and I thought it gave a pretty cool effect, so I'm going to show you that now, but just beware, it's not in the actual version, and I'm not sure it ever will be. So yeah, after watching it, let me know if you think it should be in the actual version of Space Snake. When it gets ported across to the stable version of GameMaker, I'll be sure to add that in. If you think it should be like a toggleable option, so like turn it on and off, then it can all be done fairly easily. It's just a little bit of extra code. So yeah, right now the only way to see well is in Predator, because it only happens when the snakes get their heads bit off, and they spurt out a bit of blood, which I think looks cool in Zero Gravity. So you'll probably see some red dots flying around randomly, and that is the blood. And hopefully I'll get a snake actually being killed in this recording. There's one. So it might happen down here. Watch this. Oh, there's one. So you can see it spurting out of the neck there. It still spurts out a bit after they've disappeared, but yeah. Alright, so as you can see there, how it all blobs together, the separate drops. And yeah, it just looks really cool, like the zero gravity and everything, the way everything like reacts with each other. I think it's just awesome. Now, good thing about it is, because they're particles, they're faster to process for the computer. And I got up to a bit over 6,000 particles in the one room with 0 noticeable frame rate drops. And in the end, it actually crashed the game because not of a frame rate drop, but something to do with a vertex error. Wasn't exactly sure what it meant, so yeah, the particles right now are limited to 5,000 in the room at one time to avoid the game crashing. So at that 5,000 particle limit, there won't be any more blood being created, but you still get a cool effect, and that was just great. Alright, so I'll jump back into it so you can see a bit more. But yeah, you saw the basic effect there. So yeah, after a while, all the blood tends to clump up into one big blob. So if it does get added into the actual version of Space Snake later on, then I'll probably make it so the particles like fade off, or there's some way for them to be destroyed, so that way, one, blood can come out of every snake, and two, the blobs don't get as humongous as they do right now. But yeah, so comment, let me know what you think of the effect. I think it looks awesome personally, but whether you think it should be in Space Snake or not is a different story. I'm not entirely sure myself, but I just thought this was a good way to kind of demonstrate the new features. So yeah, let me know if you think it should be in the actual version of Space Snake. Comment. If you think it should be like an option that you can turn on and off, comment that too. Yeah, just give us some feedback, and I'll be sure to add it in should people want it. Yep, so that's about it. You've seen the basic effect. There's blood, blobs, that kind of stuff. Um, Subscribe if you want to, like the video if you like the effect, I guess. Heads up to those people that don't know, NT Games now has a Twitter page. I just finally gave in and created one of those, so if you want to follow NT Games on Twitter, I do updates here and there on that, whether that's like a bug report or fixed a bug or updated a game, whatever, that's where it'll be, as well as on Facebook too, so you can like us on Facebook, you can also follow us on Google+, and I think that's about it. I think that's it for all the social networks, covers the most of it. But yeah, want more videos, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.